here. And then we have this mural here that Heidi was the main painter of last year. My friend Jennifer came from out west and drew the outline of it, and then Heidi started the big paint job, and then she went away to India last fall, and we had a community group come in and finish the paint job. We're really proud of that, and it really just kind of, we think it really just sort of tells the story of what we're trying to do here. There's a lot of teamwork there, there's a lot of learning, and that's what we're all about, is using this farm as a vehicle to teach personal responsibility.
It's right here. So straight ahead. Just a few.
Ow. There's two brothers, and everybody knows how brothers can be about competition. And so there was some competition over who could build the bigger barn. And you got to remember, in the turn of the century, 1901, to build a barn like this took a pretty good bankroll, so to speak, you know. And so these two boys were pretty successful business people. They owned this farm was 1,500 acres. Wow. It predates the railroad. The railroad came in and bisected the farm. So in fact, when you look at where the railroad is, the farm went that way quite a bit, which is the railroad's on the other side of the highway. And so the farm actually went all the way to and across the river, and then went that way quite a bit. And so 1,500 acres. Currently we're on about 400 acres here, so you can imagine 3 times as big as it is right now. And of course, all this land out here was part of the original farm across the road there, which is about a 60-acre cornfield right now. And then on the other side of the highway is another 60 acres that used to be part of the farm. And so, like I said, a very big farm, lots of money behind it in 1901, and then of course to build this kind of a building, which at the time was very, very high tech, like Microsoft kind of high tech, right? I mean, you know, at the time, these were modern marvels. The architect that drew up the plans for these and designed these was out of Seattle, Washington. So this was not just a podunk, Richmond, Vermont kind of operation. This was a big deal. And it was a Jersey dairy farm, which means we have Jersey cows back on the farm right now, and we're really proud of that we've been able to bring that original breed of cows back to the barn and really make that connection back to our rich history here.
I want to go check.
Yeah, so does anybody have any questions about these little chicks before we move on?
It's really important, too, that we're not just in there poking around, but that we really listen to their chirping.
Sure, I know we got them this,
That morning, and you guys will be able to
shell, the shapes,
they're freshly laid and the color.
Do you find a taste difference?
Yeah, I think they taste a little bit better. You know, they
Let's go weird.
That's a good point.
Alright, on your left.
Yeah, walk straight to your left.
And that might show
Straight ahead right here.
get petted.
Just keep heading up the road here.
About what?
That is funny. I knew that they grew in a plant like this when I went over that. Nick, what one?
Yeah, he's pretty cute.
He's gorgeous.
Nice fur.
I like it.
It's a nice deep fur.
So the idea that there's kind of, I'd say there's 3 steps. And the first thing you're going to do is take your flat and find the wheelbarrow or the bucket of soil and fill up the flat. And how we do that is by taking clumps of soil with our hands and doing the corners of the flat first. And as you sweep your hand across to level it off, you can feel those, the crisscrosses of the cells, that plastic seep through, and that's what we want, is to be able to feel all the 50s. Each hole of the 50s.